Hey, what's up guys, Flickify here and welcome to another episode of the Aston Villa Career Mode. On the screen right now, you're going to see our current squad, and I have tried to implement a few of your comments. You said I should move Smalling to the right back position in replace of Matthew Lowton, and then put Akore in for Smalling's center back position. So I've done that, and I've also tried to hold on to Guzan. As you can see, he has started to grow already in some of those goalkeeper attributes, which is really weird. It seems like most older goalkeepers still managed to grow. I had that the case with Tim Howard, and he's like 34, and he went up like 3 overall in one season for me. But anyways, our first match is going to be against Arsenal. They're still undefeated in the league. They've won every single one of their matches and have done so by a pretty good margin. So hopefully we're going to look to end that in this match and pick up a good result. But anyways, jumping forward to the highlights of the match, it seemed like we could not get the ball out of our own half in the first few minutes. As you can see right here, Ozil and Rosicki were just wrecking our defense, and they just kept possession, but they just couldn't seem to get shots on target. Here again, Rosicki on the opposite side is going to play it inside, and this time Giroud isn't able to get a shot on target. They get it, and it hits the side netting, but this time Alexis Sanchez, again, similar stuff, sending it across. Ozil really just threading the ball through our defense, but we scrambled, and we still managed to hang on to the ball throughout these first few minutes. You can see it's only the 21st minute, and finally here we get the ball in Arsenal's territory. Sanchez is going to play it through to Kieran Richardson. Kieran Richardson just looking to create an opportunity, really doing everything by himself, and he has just a random effort, and it manages to go in. I don't know how it did, but I'm really not surprised. He has just been an incredible player so far for us this season and has just been bagging in the goals. But here they're looking to come right back in the second half. They are still currently down 1-0. And Rosicki with a header, but that one not managing to beat by Guzan there in the match. But Jack Grealish here is going to get another opportunity in the 53rd minute. Cuts inside, has a go from outside the box, and just rockets it home. I couldn't believe it, and we were suddenly up 2-0. Goals coming from both our wingers, Kieran Richardson and Jack Grealish, and they have been incredible this season for us. That 4-3-2-1 formation is just working wonders for me. Both our wingers have done incredible, whoever it may be. Santi Cazorla here in the 79th minute is looking to get a goal back for Arsenal. They're going to play it over to Wilshere, and still they're doing what they do, and they just seem to pass the ball around. Ramsey finally managed to get his way through a defense, and I wasn't really sure about his celebration. I don't know why he's running the opposite direction, seeing as they're down a goal, and he didn't even grab the ball. But the match did end at a 2-1 result in our favor, so we picked up the full 3 points. So it was a win's a win, and I was happy with that, especially considering how well Arsenal is doing in the league right now. And I took a look at some of our contracts and realized that a few of our players are expiring at the end of this season, so I'll be signing them all with the exception of Darren Bent, because I don't feel like he justifies the wage that we're currently paying him, $35,000 a week for a player that we're just sending on loan. It's really not worth it in my opinion. Let me know down in the comment section below your input on that. If you think I should sign him and then just try to sell him at the end of the season, then I can try to do that as well. So I'll look at the comments after this episode and try to implement them. But the next match was in the Capital One Cup against Coventry City, and one of our center backs that we brought in at the start of the season, can't remember his name right now, scored the first goal off a header from the corner kick, and then jumping forward to the second half, pretty much right after kickoff, they just I tried to overcommit on the defense, which seems to work pretty well against the lower rated teams, but they just made me pay for that, and they managed to tie things up 1-1. But luckily for us, in the 78th minute, we managed to go on the counterattack, and Kieran Richardson is looking to get by this defense right here. But after a couple of missed opportunities, it does finally fall to Kieran Richardson, and he heads it home, making it 2-1 for us, and I thought that would pretty much secure the win. But Coventry City pretty much just pressed forward and didn't give up, and somehow they managed to get a goal back pretty much right after kickoff, making it 2-2 in the 83rd minute. Things weren't over yet though. In the 86th minute, a through ball to Kieran Richardson. He somehow managed to get to it, and that alone was an incredible feat. But then he just beats the defender, beats 2 defenders, jukes out the 3rd defender, and just scores another goal. And oh my goodness, Kieran Richardson, he is just an incredible player for a 74 rated player. I think that's his rating, and if that's the case, he is just doing so well this season. And we did pick up the result. And to finish up the episode, We have a match against Chelsea. To be fair, they're underperforming in the league. Only 5 points in 4 games, but their lineup is just as strong as ever, with the exception that they don't have Eden Hazard. I believe they sold him at the start of the season, so that's really the only change in Chelsea's lineup. And they haven't really brought in a player to, I guess, mitigate that change. But here, Jack Grealish does get fouled by Ivanovic. I didn't show the earlier yellow card he picked up, but I guess you guys can expect what's coming. Ivanovic picks up a second yellow card and is sent off in the 21st minute. So that was a huge opportunity for us to break through the 10-man Chelsea and try to get another really good result. We've played a lot of tough teams early on this season, but Diego Costa had other things in mind. He heads that one home, bounced just on the underside of the crossbar, and with the goal line technology, it was counted as a goal. But Ron Vlaar, big man Ron Vlaar coming forward, and he does get fouled inside the box and allows us to pick up a penalty kick. We're going to let Benteke take this one, gets it in the green, puts it off to the left, and Thibaut Courtois is unable to save that one, and the match did end at a 1-1 result. I was a little disappointed we couldn't pick up the win against a 10-man Chelsea, but it is Chelsea, so I was happy with the draw. But guys, I hope you did enjoy the episode today. If you did, do me a favor, leave a like down below and leave a comment for me to respond to and implement in the next video. And subscribe if you're new around here. Until next time, this has been Flickify. I'll be talking to you all again soon.